Hello, this is Rick Mascaro, Executive Director at Lakeshore Center for the Arts in Westfield, New York. Welcome to our Reader's Theater presentations of the 20 semifinal plays of our Juicebox One-Act Play Competition. Over the past 10 months, the competition has narrowed from approximately 200 entries to the following 20 semifinalist plays, including 10 comedies and 10 dramas. Each of these plays are being performed by the Lakeshore Center for the Arts Reader's Theater Ensemble. We hope you enjoy the presentations, and we invite your feedback. The Pros and Cons of Implosion by playwright R.D. Murphy. It's a sidewalk in a crowded suburban neighborhood. Allie, 18, stands on the sidewalk looking out at us and taking a picture of something in Mr. Gordon's backyard with her cell phone. She's wearing headphones. Her skateboard is on the ground next to her.
91?
Go home.
1991.
What's it to you?
First year Volvo manufactured the S850.
Forget it.
First year for side impact protection.
Doesn't matter. It's not leaving the garage.
You think? Probably got raccoons nesting under the hood, or squirrels, or both. Why don't you ever close the garage door?
Broken.
Want me to fix it?
So now you fix garage doors?
Your exhaust is dragging. I've replaced the drive motor in our garage doors at home. A one-car garage is even easier.
My internet works fine, and I still know how to use my television.
Exactly. I was 12 when I set up your router and showed you how to use the remotes. 6 years ago. You've been set ever since. I need to expand my brand.
You know I'm not selling that car.
How could you sell it? It's down to the rims. Hasn't moved an inch during my lifetime. But that gold paint job kicks ass.
My wife called it butterscotch.
No, it's Volvo paint number 170. Lorna Gold Metallic.
It was her car.
My mom says she used to push me in my stroller down the street, and I'd see the car and reach out and yell, "Ka!"
Not for sale.
Then give it to me.
Why would I do that?
I need a car for college.
You're starting college next month?
Still in high school, senior year. I start working on it now, and I can commute to college next year.
MIT?
Statistically, in-state admission is pretty remote. I mean, I'll apply, but Worcester Polytech has better odds.
Oh, what do you want to major in?
Biorobotics.
You should study cybersecurity.
Or architectural engineering.
That's where the jobs are.
Plenty of jobs in biomed.
Architectural engineering for dreamers.
Our bodies are like cars. New parts, grow them or make them on a 3D printer. Replace the wiring, upgrading the system, proper maintenance. We can get a lot more mileage. 150,000 miles to a Volvo is like 60,000 miles on any other car.
How do you know what the mileage is on this car?
I'm approximating. Bought new in 1991, mothballed 10 years later. Say you drove 15,000 miles a year.
How do you know it was taken off the road in 2001?
Looks mothballed to me. What do you call it? Furloughed?
Bought it in 1991, mothballed it 10 years later. How do you know it was taken off the road 20 years ago?
And architects are essential workers, not dreamers. Who else can design homes that withstand floods, wildfires, earthquakes?
You weren't even alive 2001.
Global warming is real, Mr. G. The Ipswich River is on the top 10 endangered rivers list.
Who says?
We studied it in my ecology elective. That's the world you're leaving us.
Go home.
Mr. Gordon, I'm guesstimating.
Yeah, come back when you tell the truth.
My mom told me.
Told you what?
But she made me promise to never bring it up.
Piss for keeping your promises. Bring what up?
That Mrs. Gordon died at the World Trade Center, and you haven't moved her car since.
Well, you didn't bring it up, obedient child. Just stopped by to take the car.
I thought...
You didn't think.
This car,
Forget ecology. You should be studying civics.
I know all about civics.
They still teach civics.
An engineer can't build anything and not deal with the government. City, state, maybe federal.
I mean, terms of being a good citizen, a good neighbor.
Look, Mr. Gordon, I can see this car back on the road.
Well, I see a lot of things too, but I don't dump all my horrors on the neighborhood.
20 years is a long time.
20 years is a blink of an eye.
Don't blame the car.
You don't know everything about this car.
It's just a machine. A beautiful machine. It does what it's supposed to do. I mean, it will after it's restored. Those Swedes know what they're doing.
You think I want to see this car driving around the neighborhood?
Wouldn't your wife?
You never knew my wife. She died before you were born. You never knew me when I was an us, when I was whole. You think because you could swap an engine out that you know about life? You're awful stupid for a whiz kid.
I'm not stupid. It's just wasted there.
Not for me.
The towers did what they were supposed to do.
Collapse?
Implode. They're designed to fall straight down, which they did. Can you imagine if they fell over like a tree? You would have lost at least 10 city blocks with each building.
You're saying that's a good thing?
I'm saying the machines do what they're supposed to do. It's the people that fuck them up. Planes are not built to fly into buildings.
What about the elevators that failed? The sprinkler systems that failed? The people who are trapped?
That's civics.
What?
Who built the World Trade Center?
I don't know.
The Port of Authority of the City of New York.
So,
the Port of Authority of the City of New York is exempt from zoning laws. They built fewer staircases in the building than required by zoning in order to maximize the floor space. The sprinkler system was installed 8 years after the building were completed, when the PA chose to obey the city's laws requiring sprinklers.
how do you know this?
The World Trade Center was our case study in my engineering elective. The original design was 80 to 90 stories. You know who decided to go for 110? The world's tallest building? The world's largest building? The Public Relations Department for the Port of Authority. Machines work. Civics gets jerked around.
You know all about this car? What's in the back seat?
The back seat? I don't know. It's heated?
There's a box. Contains a car seat for an infant. Brand new. What would you do with that?
If you ever want the garage door fixed, let me know.
Hey, you're not stupid.
Sometimes I am.
Yeah, me too. Sorry I called you that. I apologize.
I'm very sorry.
Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
This has been a Reader's Theater production at Lakeshore Center for the Arts in Westfield, New York, as part of our one-act play competition. Visit our site at lakeshorecenterforthearts.com for additional information.